Hello traders, welcome back to this week's Forex Forecast with one man. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and turn on post notification. As usual, to make this video very simple and educative, then we look at just two basic concepts, which is the quote data and we look at quote data and technical, right? So if you don't know what quote data is, then that is the main reason you don't want to skip this video, but stick and watch to the end. To go straight to the data, explaining what quote data is. Quote data is simply how the institutions are shifting their orders in the market. In another way, it is how institutions are opening long positions and closing those long positions, and how they are opening short positions and closing those short positions. And when they do that, they report those data to the higher authorities, and they also give us those data to work with, right? So this week, what can we see on gold? We could see that on gold, at the institution side, they are still net positive. Net positive simply means that the path of least resistance for gold is still buying to the upside. Now, when we break that down, we could see that at the institution side, they still have long positions, and they have over 332,000 long positions in the market, compared to just 66,000 short positions. So institutions still have more open buy positions in the market than sell positions. And look at that. This is the interesting thing. This week, they've added plus 5,600 short positions, which means that institutions have added some selling order to their order. Those that are having short positions, they still add some shorts to the market. But where is the more interesting thing? They have also added more longs. So comparing longs to short, when there are more long positions in the market and they are still adding more longs compared to just few short, where they are still adding just few short, it means that the path of least resistance for gold is still to the upside. Hence, as a retail trader, it is our responsibility to only look forward buying even though the price is at all-time high. Hence, let's get to the technical aspect. Like I said, I will do a detailed explanation on how quote data works using a lot of examples and on currencies and metals, everything. So this is a video you don't want to skip. Moving quickly to the technical aspect, where we already know that institutions are net long and the part of least resistance is still to buying gold, then how are we going to find buying opportunities in the market? We could see after price break this 3,500, we have created a new all-time high on the monthly, and there is no price action at the back. Technically, we are now doing top-down analysis. So when we go to the weekly time frame, if you are a previous subscriber and you watch my previous analysis, where the time price was around 3,460 thereabout, and I said price is creating an ascending triangle coupled with data that we saw during 4 weeks, 5 weeks ago. And I said that what gold is going to create or break out by creating a new all-time high, because institutions were adding more longs over every single week. They keep adding more longs, and I said that that is going to fuel gold to create a new all-time high. And as we can see, gold is at all-time high, which made me make a lot of pips in buying positions from this move. So you can quickly pause and watch my previous analysis where I explain this for you to also have a bit of knowledge on what I am saying. So let's quickly dive to the daily and see how we can find a trade opportunity on technical aspect. So we could see that the common knowledge in trading technically is after gold, after price at all-time high, everybody, including you, definitely, probably is assuming that or is saying that gold has created an all-time high, hence we should have a pullback, right? So anytime you see a sell opportunities, you are taking sells. Why? Maybe because definitely probably, sorry to say, maybe you don't know quote data, right? Now, on the technical side, you could see that price has on the daily time frame is still creating a perfect uptrend. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And we are making an attempt to create a new highs, right? Hence, even on the technical side, we should be looking for buying opportunities. The trend is our friend, right? So now this week, what is going to happen? What is likely to happen is because the month is about to end, and when we start the new month, the first 3 days or 4 days, we are going to be having a lot of fundamentals, CPI, NFP, unemployment data, everything packed within the first week. Then we are likely to see, due to the news data, a small pullback that can trigger gold to drop to maximum 3,700. And if you want to even manipulate retail traders who are going to be opening sells, saying gold is selling, gold is in an up, is selling, gold is bearish, gold is bearish. So they are looking for sell opportunities and they are opening sell opportunities. Maximum gold can do is maybe count to 3,700 and make an attempt to maybe 3,680 and continue to go up. Why? Because the institutions or those that are moving the market will see this as an opportunity for them to buy more. Another reason is because this week they have increased their short position, which means that there is a temporal selling in the market. But does that mean that we are going to look for selling opportunities? No, because the data says the path of least resistance is still to the upside, which means that we also doing what the institutions are going to do is when we happen to see some drops from the fundamental, then we also look forward that buying opportunity. So gold, there's a high opportunity, or there's not very high, but there's that monthly closing chance that price might want to attempt tapping 37 once again before going higher. But for us, if that happens, it does not mean we are going to look for sales. When we go to the 4 hour, just to make things a little bit clearer, then we could see that this 4 hour demand is still very, very strong. And it is going to take a lot of fundamentals, a lot of strength on the XY, or a lot of um, changes fundamentally for gold to break this 4-hour demand zone. And even if that happens, that is going to be a retail trap for retail sellers to open selling opportunities, but it is going to be an opportunity for us to open more buys with more better risk to reward, which means that next week I am expecting that we have some range manipulation, possibly dropping price down a little bit, and somewhere around here I will be interested to look for buying opportunities to the upside. And if you want to see how I look at this during live time, when the market is live, that is the reason why I do live trades every single day. So you don't want to miss or escape hitting the subscribe button and following, so that whenever I am live, you can also join the live and see how I implement these two simple things every single day. So with these, I can see that even when maybe due to fundamentals and market want to do, gold want to do its normal usual trick, then we may see price making an attempt to go further to maybe 3,640 for a more better buy. So it means that even if gold happens to break this zone aggressively, it is our happiness, because we are going to end up getting more bigger risk to reward than when it just respect this level, right? So technically we have two areas we should be looking up to, which is over here when we see a buying opportunities, a buying confirmation, we open buy easily, because this level is also an institutional area where they are going to try to add more buys to the market. But the only difference now is that price we are in price is at all-time high, and we are entering, or we are ending the month. And when we end the month and start with a new month, we have a lot of fundamentals. And as you know, fundamentals does not change market direction. They only give it more, or it only gives more volume to the main direction. So which means that because of fundamentals, we might just see a retail manipulation by seeing some red candles that is going to make people think that, oh, okay, now price is going to have a major correction, or is going to correct. But as a retail trader, or as someone who is using data, then I know that I am not interested in opening any sales, even if the technical says so. But when I see buying opportunities, then I easily open a buy. So I hope this video is not too long and you've watched it to this end. Like I said, if you want to have more knowledge on how quote data works on currencies and all other instruments, then this is the reason why you don't want to miss subscribing to my channel and turning on post notification. You can also send me a direct message if you are interested in joining my private group for free, no money involved, where I share trade setups, that I am not able to give online. So thank you for watching the video to this level. I wish you a happy trading week where you make profit without blowing your account. Bye bye.